Afternoon, everyone from Oracle Park. Joined this afternoon by infielder CJ Cron. We'll go ahead and get started here in a few seconds. We let everybody hop on. If you have a question for CJ, please raise your hand and I will unmute you. We'll get going here as soon as possible. Would anyone like to ask the first question for CJ? Thomas Harding, go ahead.
Hey, CJ. First of all, coming off of a really good homestand there, what were the things that you found in your swing then that you feel you can take with you out on the road for this road trip?
I think just the timing aspect. I think I said it before, hitting's all about timing. And when you're on time, you're seeing the ball a little bit better. Swings tend to be in a little bit better spot. So I think just getting those consistent at bats, getting the funk out of the way early helped me out quite a bit. And hopefully we can just keep it rolling.
I think the last time that we talked to you, you said that you tended to start seasons slowly. Is this around the time that you start picking up, or is this maybe a bit early for you as far as picking things up?
I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure when it all clicks, but it's something it's happened in the past. So it's nice to kind of see some results there. And more importantly, the team had a great homestand, and we put together some nice wins, and hopefully we can continue it out here in San Fran.
Your team did put together some things there at home. Of course, I guess today the news came that Jeff Bridich has resigned as your general manager. Is there any concern that will affect the team in any way, shape, or form, or is that, I guess, out of players' pay grade?
Yeah, I think it's definitely out of our pay grade. Obviously, it's not something you want to hear this early in the season, but it happened, and we're just going to have to continue and play on. And I think the guys know that. I mean, this is a business at the end of the day, and we have to do what we can to win ball games, and that's kind of our mentality. And like I said, we just had a nice little homestand here, so hopefully we can add on to it and continue it here on the road.
What do you think that the homestand did for the team? What were the things that you saw that you had kind of been waiting to see when you're a player and the team struggling out of the gate?
I think we put together a lot more complete performances. Our starting pitching has been great all season long, so those guys doing what they do was no surprise. But it was nice as for an offense and on the offensive side is to kind of help them out a little bit. I think yesterday's game was probably definitely the best game of most complete game of our season so far. So it's nice to kind of see the boys get rolling a little bit. The offense was clicking, the pitching is clicking, defense was good too. So hopefully we can just continue it.
And I guess, what do you feel that did for you? Obviously, you're with a new team and you have a lot of confidence that you can obviously hit and everything else, but still to kind of have an impact with your new team.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you ever want, right? Is to make it to play well with whatever team you're on. And unfortunately, I've kind of bounced around here recently, but kind of settling into the middle of the order, driving some runners in is always a good sign. And yeah, hopefully I can just continue to do that.
All right. Hey, thanks, man.
No problem.
Go to Kevin Henry. Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, CJ, thanks for the time.
No
Hey,
problem.
curious as a veteran player, whenever you're in a stretch like this where there's not a lot of off days for the team coming up, does that change your approach any to your daily activities, or is it kind of you just wait to see when there's a day off worked in for you?
Not really. I think it's actually going to be good for us to string a few games together. We've had quite a few off days during that homestand. I think we had 3 of them with the snow out. So it's going to be nice to kind of get some momentum going. I think off days can be great, and they can also come at poor times. And I think right now, when coming off the series against Philadelphia, I think it's good for us to get right back on our feet, continue to play. But there's nothing out of the ordinary we're going to do. Maybe take a late bus here and there. But other than that, just keep playing, and hopefully we keep that momentum going.
And I know you were asked a lot about the snow and playing in the cold in the previous ones. You kind of feel like that's past. What does that do for the psyche, knowing that the warmer days are ahead?
It's good. It's kind of part of it. You know, it's going to be cold in Colorado. You're going to get a cold homestand here and there, and that's just part of it. I think the guys know that. Just dress a little bit warmer. The ball isn't going to fly as much when it's cold, so we know that once it warms up, the offense is obviously going to come around. So kind of just waiting on that.
Thanks, CJ. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, we'll go to Owen Perkins for the last question, unless we get any more raised hands. Owen, go ahead.
Yeah, CJ. heading out on the road back to San Francisco after a great homestand, was there a sense that any of the challenges on the last road trip had to do with being on the road, or were they more team challenges that you have been sorting out at home and that you think you'll bring those solutions with you to the San Francisco and Arizona?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to start playing better on the road. We've only had one road trip and it didn't go well, to say the least. But no, I think just watching the games, being part of the games, you can tell that we've kind of turned some corners. Whether it was home or road, it's just, I think the offense is picking up a little bit. Like I said earlier, the starting pitching has been great all year, so that's no change. Yeah, and we just got to keep it rolling. I think it wasn't the best first road trip for us, but I don't think we're going to harp on that at all. I think it's just it's a new day, it's a new road trip, and yeah, we're excited to get going.
And it may still be early to ask you this, but with your experience so far going back and forth from Coors to the road and just altitude and not, are you noticing the need to make any adjustments as a hitter in that offense approach?
Not yet, I don't think. I think it's still a little bit too early for me. I played my whole career away from Coors, so I guess that's kind of all I know. So I think having a pretty good homestand there was nice for me and for the team for sure. I haven't noticed anything crazy yet, and I'm sure if something becomes glaringly obvious, then I can make an adjustment. But right now, I haven't noticed a difference quite yet.
And just one last question regarding the transition with the general manager. Is that something that the guys on the team in the clubhouse, did you have a sense of something pending, something coming leading up to this? Was there something in the air at all?
No, I don't think so. Everything seemed to be normal until the news broke, obviously. But I mean, we're at the end of the day, we're just players. We see a lineup card, we go to our position, we play the game, and that's kind of all we know. And if there was a sense, I didn't sense it. Maybe I'm too new to sense anything like that. But no, I didn't notice anything at all.
Okay, thanks a lot.
No problem.
All right, we'll go back to Thomas Hardy and finish up. Thomas, go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to, obviously Charlie has been scuffling a bit and you're stepping into the cleanup spot there. First of all, what do you see from Charlie? And secondly, what does it say that Buddy can change his lineup a bit if one of his key guys is scuffling a little?
I think I'm staying fifth. I think Mac's 4, I'm 5,
yeah.
Chuck's 6. But to answer your question, he's a professional hitter. He's been doing this for a long time, and he's one of the best. And there's not a doubt in my mind that he's not going to break out here shortly. And at the end of the day, the lineup's the lineup. We have to just stick to our approach no matter where we're hitting. And I think Chuck knows that. And if it creates a little bit more offense, that'd be nice. I think we have a pretty deep lineup, and once guys start clicking a little bit more, it's gonna be fun to watch. And I think we got a little bit of glimpse of that last homestand. So hopefully we can just continue.
Yeah, batting fifth. Sorry about that. But when you give, when you're in a situation there, I know your at bat is your at bat, but do you think, hey, if I can keep doing this, Charlie's going to get a better opportunity?
Of course, I think as an offense, the better players do, the better the whole unit is. So I think that goes for anywhere that you're hitting the lineup. It's good to have lineup continuity and to be able to score runs from 1 through 9. So yeah, I think it doesn't really matter where you hit. We just got to keep it going. And if guys are hitting, we're going to be scoring runs.
Thanks much.
No problem.
Anything else for CJ? All right, CJ, I think that's all we have. Thank you for joining, everyone.
Yep.
Everyone, we're going to have Manager Bud Black for you at 3:40 Pacific, 4:45 Mountain. Thank you.